Hello there. Well, hello, beautiful.
Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to an exciting episode of Fandom Fights. Got a great singles match for you here today. Bit of an event here, Anna. This is officially titled "Who is the fifth and/or sixth best fandom player in the Melee Writers Room?" I'm excited to see it. We got Payson, we got Dylan. I need to talk at a low roar because I believe your mic is picking up some of my voice. But how are you doing today, Anna?
Good, can't complain. Excited to be here. I guess I'll also talk quietly, but it's weird because I have noise canceling headphones on, so I can't tell how loud I'm being. But it's nice because I can't hear you. So
See how the players are feeling in the promos.
let's do it.
Dylan, weak.
Payson, weaker.
You get that reference, right?
Yep.
Fantastic. All right, let's get into round number one. Round number one is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions that are on the Fandom Fights. Players are going to have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, I'll sing pens down, at which point the players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece. Should any individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number one, they would receive a bonus question. Each player will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of the match. Players, any questions we get in round number one?
Dylan, do you want to just talk like apes the entire match, or should we probably just drop
No, I think we're going to drop that now.
And are either of you logged into the Multiplex account?
No.
Fantastic. Then Anna, why don't you hit him with the first question as I fix all the stuff that you spelled.
Great. All right. Your first question is going to be in the category of YA. In Twilight, New Moon, who saves Bella when she hits her head underwater after jumping off a cliff?
Would you
What's
ever
that?
do that activity?
I actually have done that activity, but I didn't knock my head off a cliff.
How high was the
Wait.
cliff?
She hits underwater.
How high was the cliff?
Yeah, like 40 feet. I think it was like 40 or 50.
60, bro. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Dylan
I can't remember. I put Jacob.
and Payson.
I think it is Jacob.
Jacob is correct. So both players still perfect after one. Let's get to the next question, which comes in the category of Star Trek. How many times has William Shatner played the character James Kirk in the Star Trek franchise? Tell me more about this cliff.
I went with Strangers my freshman year of college. Jumped off a bridge as well. I think the bridge was about 80 feet.
Were you trying to get your vampire boyfriend to feel bad for you?
Yeah, I was.
4,
But it didn't work.
3, 2,
Tragic.
1. Pens down. Start with Payson
7.
and Dylan.
7.
7 is correct. What's the next question, Anna?
Next question is in the category of sci-fi icons. What profession does the character O'Brien have in Terminator Genesis? Genesis?
Yeah, it's Genesis, but I understand your confusion.
Yeah, why is it a Y?
Because it's I think the name of a company,
Oh,
but so a lot of people call it Genesis or Genesis, because it's just dumb. It's also not very good. It's not a very good film, but
because some Kardashian shit
3,
right there.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Dylan.
I said a cop.
And Payson.
I also said a cop.
Well, that's correct. 3 points apiece. As we move to the next question in the category of Pixar. In which Pixar film will you find people creating a colony after crash landing on a planet called Takani Prime?
Why does every category have to have like a planet? It's ridiculous. So obnoxious.
Well, movies have to take place somewhere.
Yeah, I know, but
I would argue every film has some type of planet.
they're all ridiculously named.
Most of them are Earth, but
That's a ridiculous name.
4, 3 ER 2 1 pens down. Go to Payson.
Lightyear.
And Dylan.
Lightyear.
Lightyear is correct. 4-4. What's next, Anna?
Your next question is in the category of MCU. In Black Widow, what mode of transportation do Natasha and Yelena use when breaking Alexei out of prison? I can read. Isn't this fun?
No, reading's not fun. That's why we watch films.
I don't know. I kind of like reading. Now that I have a book that I enjoy. A little ACOTAR action. Shout out to the bookies.
It'll be in YA in 5 years.
Oh, I hope so.
5,
I hope so.
4, 3.
And maybe I'll be good
2,
at movie trivia.
Pens down. We'll go to Payson.
But helicopter?
And Dylan.
I put plane.
Helicopter is what we have. So Payson will take a 1-point lead.
Sorry, can you bring Cody in for a second?
You can bring Cody in.
Don't they like escape on a plane afterwards? Like a jet thing?
Can I hear the question again?
Where'd it go? In Black Widow, what mode of transportation do Natasha and Yelena use when breaking Alexei out of prison?
Break out with what mode of transportation?
I haven't seen this since theaters, so I could be remembering it wrong. But I thought they're like they end up leaving the place like on a plane.
Yeah, but
So
what was the answer? I stepped
the answer
away.
was the answer was helicopter. I put plane.
I don't know if that's what they used. I think the wording of it using to break them out. I don't know if it's a plane.
All right, we don't have to use it then.
Yeah, I mean, if you're feeling gut, go for it. Take a shot. Like, it doesn't.
Let's do it.
We'll be right back after this challenge. Back from the challenge, doing some digging, some helicopter research. It is a helicopter. A funnier looking helicopter, granted, but a helicopter nonetheless. So Dylan will unfortunately lose his challenge. Payson will take the first lead of the match. It is 5-4. As we move to the next question, which comes in the category of Law and Order. In 1987's RoboCop, after transferring to Metro West, what is the name of Murphy's new partner? And we will take first or last, or both. If you were answering this question, would you give first or last, or both?
I would give whichever one I remember.
But, like, you've never seen this, so which one would you?
Oh, probably first.
Okay, that's good. 5.
Because, like,
4.
yeah.
3. 2.
You guessed that probably a
1.
little easier.
Pens down. We'll go to Payson.
I put Jesse.
And Dylan.
I put Smith.
Both, unfortunately, incorrect. We're looking for Ann Lewis. Ann Lewis.
I like Dylan's thought process.
Let's move to the next question. What is it, Anna?
Next question is in the category Disney Animation. In Wreck-It Ralph, we discover that Sergeant Calhoun's fiance was killed by a cybug during what kind of event?
You ever been in a helicopter?
No, but I've always wanted to, but then like people started dying in them, and I feel like maybe not.
Started.
Yes.
People started dying in that? Like, you think that started happening one day? Like, pretty sure that's
Well, I
always
feel
been
like
the thing.
more recently, no?
If anything, I feel like helicopter deaths have probably gone down as the helicopter has gotten more advanced. But 5,
Maybe. Have
4,
you ever been in a
3,
helicopter?
2. I get like a famous person died one, pens down, and just because it was on Twitter once, that mean more people. But anyway, we'll go to Dylan
The Siege? I don't know.
and Payson.
I realize this is pretty brutal for a Disney movie, but I put wedding.
Wedding is correct.
Okay.
Payson widens the lead 6-4. As we get to the next question in the category The Worlds of DC. Who plays Martha Kent in Man of Steel?
I don't think you heard my question because you were counting down, but have you ever been in a helicopter? Did you go skydiving from a helicopter? Or is that just a plane?
I don't think you can go skydiving proper from a helicopter. I don't think they get high enough.
Have you been in a helicopter?
Maybe you can, but I don't know. I just wouldn't want to. What if I like pull the chute too soon and then it gets all caught up in the things?
That's a fair point.
And by too soon, I mean like as I'm falling, because there's other than that, you're gone. But 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Payson.
I realize I'm playing like Bar, but I'm not 100% sure. Is it Diane Lane?
And Dylan.
I had the same thought process.
Okay.
Diane Lane is correct.
Okay.
Anna, what is the penultimate question?
Hey, he is the GOAT.
Your penultimate question is in the category of Wizarding World. What was the first Wizarding World film where Harry does not take the Hogwarts Express when traveling to Hogwarts? I always get worried with those W's. They're very tongue twisty.
What? Oh, Wizarding World?
Yeah.
What was Wizarding World where warts when warts?
Precisely.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat.
All right, that is Payson's first repeat. Anna, the question again, please.
The question again is, what was the first Wizarding World film where Harry does not take the Hogwarts Express when traveling to Hogwarts?
We've
Right.
been on the Hogwarts Express.
We have been.
So cool. Rode that shit like 20 times.
Yeah, it was very fun. The lines for it were not very fun, but the whole experience itself was quite fun.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
Well, this one was like 40 minutes. 5, 4,
a lot of time.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Dylan
It's a Chamber of Secrets.
and Payson.
I put Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Chamber of Secrets is the correct answer. So Dylan will cut into the lead a little bit there. It is 7-6.
Can you just bring Joe in just for a second?
Yo,
How do they get to Hogwarts in Chamber of Secrets? Fucking Jesus Christ. Yeah. Yep. No.
All right, cool. We'll move to the final question, which comes in the category of DC. Which DC character has done the following? Pretended to be a journalist, been electrocuted while kissing someone, and stolen someone's fingerprints.
Wow. It's a full life.
Yeah, for sure. So anyway, yeah, we took the Hogwarts Express back and forth a bunch of times. It's a little. I wish it was like, because what they do is like it's a real train that like moves, but then they have on the windows they have like a screen, so it's like. I kind of wish they would build like a little landscape as you're going. You could like actually look outside, but I guess that's asking too much. 5, 4,
Maybe they will.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Payson
Batman Returns is a masterpiece. Catwoman.
and Dylan.
I said Batman.
Catwoman is the correct answer. So with that, Payson will regain his 2-point lead and end round number 1 with 8. Dylan with 6. Is that what you have, Anna?
That is what I have, Nicholas.
Great. Well, let's get into round number 2. Anything can happen there because it's the wheel round. We have a wheel with 8 fandom categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Each player will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. They'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece, unless you like check down multiple choice, in which case it'll only be worth 1. But be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Categories on the wheel today are Wizarding World, Criminal Underworld, Mixed Bag, Worlds of DC, Horror Icons, Marvel, YA, and MCU. Payson, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer to Dylan?
Joe, I want
Do
to spin. Let's spin first.
Spin first you shall. This will be the first spin.
Imagine the foolish choice.
Lands on Horror Icons. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I know you've been working on it.
I have, but I would prefer to spin again. I think there are a few better things there.
Okie dokie.
Let's spin one more time.
Oh, will do. Once there we go. All right, your second spin is away.
Great round 1, by the way, Payson. Great.
And it lands on the Worlds of DC.
Okay.
Multiples, repeats. You know the drill.
Thank you so much.
All righty. Anna,
Hey,
how's your
I
day?
just heard myself. Just heard myself from your computer. It was
Well,
great.
you
I
should-
taught someone how to say interesting today.
Maybe you should talk quieter and read round 2.
That is
Payson.
impossible. All right, Payson, are you ready for your questions in the Worlds of DC? That's what it is. All right. Your first question. Someone steals a notebook from one of the main villains in which Worlds of DC film?
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are A, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, B, Wonder Woman, C, Justice League, or D, Wonder Woman 1984.
Wonder Woman.
That is correct for 1 point. Your next question. Who plays Amanda Waller in Suicide Squad?
Viola Davis.
That is correct for 2 points. Your next question. After the final fight with Sabak, who does Adam destroy, citing that... Whoa. What?
Start over. What? Start over.
Sorry. After the final fight with Sabak, what does Adam destroy, citing that Kandak needs a protector, not a ruler in Black Adam?
We are looking for a what, not a who. Just
What? I don't know what it's called. Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, crown, B, scepter, C, throne, or D, statue.
Crown.
That is unfortunately incorrect. Dylan, chance for the 1 point steal.
is it? Read the options here.
Oh, sorry. Is it A, crown, B, scepter, C, throne, or D, statue?
I'll say a throne.
That is correct for the 1 point steal. All right. Your penultimate question. In Shazam, Fury of the Gods, what type of creature does Calypso ride during her invasion of Philadelphia?
All go multiple.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, unicorn, B, Pegasus, C, dragon, or D, bull.
Is it a unicorn?
It's unfortunately not. Dylan, chance for the 1 point steal. Is it A, unicorn, B, Pegasus, C, dragon, or D, a bull?
Pegasus?
That is also unfortunately incorrect. The answer was C, dragon.
Okay.
And your final question in Worlds of DC. Which Worlds of DC villain said the quote, "My soul, that is what you have taken from me"?
Fortune favors the bold.
Fine.
Enchantress.
That is unfortunately incorrect. Dylan, chance for the 2-point steal.
I'll say Maxwell Lord.
That is also unfortunately incorrect.
What was the answer, Anna?
What was the answer?
Oh, sorry. I'm supposed to say the answer? Okay, the answer is A, Zod.
Okay.
Or just Zod.
Or Zod, sorry.
At the end of that round, I have Payson getting his score up to 11 with the steal. Dylan is at 7. Is that what you have, Anna?
Yeah, that's what I
Great.
asked.
I'll bring back up the wheel. And Dylan, this will be your first spin.
Maxwell Lord is Pedro Pascal's character, right?
That's
I got his name. Nice, nice.
Lands on YA. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
I mean, I put it on the wheel, surprisingly.
Did you really? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I studied it earlier in 2023, so yeah, sure. I've seen all the movies. Yeah.
Hey, breathe. Use your, do the stuff.
Got it. I'll do
All
the
right.
stuff.
Dylan, I'll be reading you your questions in the category of YA. Are you prepared for them?
I hope so. Yeah.
Great. Your first question. Which YA film features the death of the character Ava Page?
Okay. Shit. Maybe I'm not prepared for them. Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, The Death Cure, B, Mockingjay Part 2, C, Insurgent, or D, Twilight Eclipse?
Can I get a repeat of the options, please?
You can. Your options again are A, The Death Cure, B, Mockingjay Part 2, C, Insurgent, or D, Twilight Eclipse. Five.
Insurgent.
That is incorrect. Payson chance for 1 point steal. Your options again are A, The Death Cure, B, Mockingjay Part 2, C, Insurgent, or D, Twilight Eclipse.
The Death Cure.
Death Cure is correct for a 1 point steal.
I forgot which franchise she was from.
Dylan, your second question. Who plays Triss's brother Kaleb in the Divergent series?
Ansel Elgort.
That is correct for 2 points.
Oh, Dylan, you say his name?
Sorry
See,
about that.
I'm kidding.
Dylan, your third question. What is Bella's last name in Twilight?
Hang on a minute. Why don't I know that? Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Black, B, Cullen, C, Swan, D, Hale?
Swan.
That's correct for 1 point.
Damn it.
Dylan, your penultimate question. In The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, what district does Snow request to be sent to after becoming a peacekeeper?
I forgot that this fucking movie came out. Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A2, B5, C8, D12.
I'll say 8.
That is incorrect. Payson chance for the 1 point steal. Your options again are A2, B5, C8, D12.
12.
That is correct for the 1 point steal. All right, and Dylan, your final question in the category of YA. Complete this quote from The Maze Runner. The blank are the only thing that have ever held us together. We're looking for one word.
Multiple choice, please.
Your multiple choice options are A, runners, B, walls, C, rules, D, grievers. Five.
Rules?
That is correct for 1 point. And the end of round number 2, Dylan gets his score up to 11 with the steals. Payson has retaken the lead at 13. Is that what you have, Anna?
That is what I have.
Great, then we'll move into round number 3. Round number 3 is the betting round. We have 5 more questions in the realm of Fandom Fight. Once the players hear the category, they can bet anywhere between 0 and 2 points on the question. If they get the question correct, they will gain those points. If they get the question incorrect, they will lose those points. We will play until someone is mathematically eliminated or we have reached the end of the match. Players, any questions as we begin round number 3?
This is fun.
Great. First category you can bet points on is the Worlds of DC. Let's get bets starting with Dylan.
2.
And Payson.
We ball 2.
All right. Your question in the category of the Worlds of DC. Where specifically does Mara get the moisture from to unlock the key and release Atlan's message in the Deserter Kingdom in Aquaman? Aquaman.
I appreciate you taking that question. I don't feel like reading it. It's a long one.
Well,
Although I do see which one I'm going to have to read later, and I'm not happy about it.
it's interesting. I don't want to talk more about it because I might give it away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Dylan.
If I'm wrong, this is a really weird answer, but I put Aquaman's sweat.
And Payson.
If I'm wrong, this is an even weirder answer. I put inside a whale?
One of you said a really weird answer, and one of you said the correct answer. And Dylan said the correct one. So Dylan is correct. Dylan will gain 2 points. Payson will unfortunately lose 2 points. The score has flipped. Dylan is now in the lead 13-11. As we get to the next category. What is that category, Anna?
Next category you can bet points in is YA.
Let's get bets starting with Payson.
2.
And Dylan.
2.
2 points apiece. Again, Anna, what is the question?
Your question is, in The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, who does Katniss dance individually with at Annie and Finnick's wedding? I said Mockingjay weirdly.
Yeah, you did. I noticed that. Little
Thanks.
New Yorker came out.
Well, if I had the questions before,
Mockingjay.
Mockingjay.
Is this guy some kind of Mockingjay? Good answers in 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question, please.
That is Dylan's first repeat. What is the question again, Anna?
Your question again. In The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, who does Katniss dance individually with at Annie and Finnick's wedding?
Second wedding question of the night. That's interesting.
So fun. Weddings are a good time.
'Tis the season.
Tis it?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Payson.
I put Gale.
And Dylan.
I put PETA.
Both, unfortunately, incorrect. We're looking for Prim.
Damn it.
With Prim. So both will lose 2 points. It is still a 2-point game. Dylan in the lead with 11 to Payson's 9. As we get to the third category that you can put points on, that category is sci-fi icons. Let's get bets starting with Dylan.
0.
And Payson.
Let's go big, 2.
Great. Your question in the category of sci-fi icons. Ridley Scott directed how many sci-fi icons films?
Well, that's unfortunate.
Maybe this is the data.
You got it, baby. Wait, now I got to go through every other franchise just to make sure.
Yeah. Guess we'll see. Who knows?
Yeah, don't forget that Ghostbusters movie he did, Payson.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Dylan, who bet 0.
3.
And Payson.
3.
3 is correct, but when Payson toned his board, there was a weird glare that made it look like a 2, and I was like,
I'm so sorry.
3 is correct. So Dylan will stay where he is. Payson will gain 2 points. We are all tied 11-11. Is that what you have, Anna?
That is what I have.
Then what is the next category?
The next category you can bet points in is American Spies.
Let's get that starting with Payson.
0.
And Dylan.
0.
Grand. Anna,
Woohoo.
stats only. What's the question?
Stats only. Your question in American Spies. Which American Spies film features the characters Thomas Harper, Konstantin, and Victor Cherevin?
Also possibly
It's not Constantine, is it?
Constantine, and possibly
But there would be an A.
Victor Cherevin.
I practiced that name in my head in so many ways, and I said,
And
you
you
know what?
failed.
We're just going to go phonetically.
Didn't practice
There
enough.
should be an
did ya?
E. There should be an E at the end of Constantine. What
You're
kind
the
of
word
bullshit is
person. You know words.
that? That's not how you spell words. The stupid way of spelling. Did you
4,
forget an E?
3,
I think you forgot an E.
1. Pens down. Didn't. We'll go to Payson
Is it the Hunt for Red October?
and Dylan.
Sum of all fears.
Both incorrect. The correct answer is Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit.
Okay,
Oh.
okay. Fuck that.
So I guess it's good that they both bet. But we're all tied still, 11-11, going into the final question. The category that you can bet points on is DreamWorks Animation. Well, let's get bets starting with Dylan
2.
and Payson.
Ah, you idiot, 2.
All right, Anna, here's the sitch. If both hit or both miss, we're going to sudden death. If one hits while the other misses, that person who did the hitting will be the winner.
Oh,
The
exciting.
question in the category of DreamWorks is as follows. What does Jen trick Poe into giving to her that the chameleon uses to bring back past Kung Fu masters in Kung Fu Panda 4? We'll take a general answer.
Jean.
It's wild how, because I can like faintly hear you, but I don't think my like mic can, and it's like a good 5 seconds off.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I can hear myself like from your speaker, and I'm like, whoa,
It's really weird.
crazy. Yeah, it is a little off-putting.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, that is Payson's second repeat. The question again. What does Jen trick Poe into giving to her that the chameleon uses to bring back past Kung Fu masters in Kung Fu Panda 4? What is your favorite fourth film in a series that is not in Fandom?
What?
And was directed by someone from, let's say, Poland. What's your favorite Polish-directed fourth film in a franchise that's not in Fandom? Go. 5.
I don't even think I can tell you a franchise that
3,
has a Polish
2,
director.
1.
What?
Pens down. We'll start with Dylan
I put a scroll.
and Payson.
And I put a scepter.
And you're winning. Payson Johnson. Scepter staff is the correct answer. So, great match. Down to the wire. Ultimately won by Payson. Really fantastic stuff. Anna, what did you think?
I thought it was great. Definitely, what's the word? Exciting, down to the wire. I kind of said exactly what you just said. But yeah, very exciting stuff. They both did great. I don't know. That's all from me.
Good shit. Let's hear what the players have to say in the post-match interviews. Dylan, valiant effort, one would say. Happens to the best of us. Sometimes we spin a category that's like our bread and butter, and we just haven't brushed up on it in a while because we know it so well. And then things slip here and there. And ultimately, shit happens is the long and short of it. Sometimes there's, and I mean this with no offense, but sometimes a question is so easy that your brain forgot to remember it because, like, of course that's what it is. And then when the time comes, we saw it play out, happen. But not to harp too much on the Swan thing. I think you had a great comeback in round 3. I think you played very well in round 1. I think ultimately just Payson had 1 or 2 better moments that won him the match. How are you feeling at the end of all things?
I feel all right. I don't say this very often, so I'll just throw this out there. I'm a little mad at myself because I was actually Scepter was the other answer I had in my head, or Staff or something like that, instead of Scroll. But I also have not seen that movie, so it was kind of a blind guess either way. So I can't really feel too bad about it. But yeah, it's yeah. Oh well. Oh well. And yeah, calling it my bread and butter, I think, is a bit of a strength. That was a bit of a stretch. I was looking for another category to put on the wheel, and I was like, I watched through these somewhat recently. Let's go with that.
That's fair. Cody, did you learn anything about your player today?
Learned a lot, actually. I didn't know him at all going into it. I was like, spin off YA. But looking back, maybe we should have. I don't know what he would have landed on, but overall, like, maybe that would have been a change. No one gets to see. I don't think I cost him this match because even if he bet 2 on that one, he's only up 2 and he misses the last question, which puts it to sudden death. And then who knows what happens with that situation? Because I mean, it may force him. Well, it may force Payson to bet. I don't know, but overall, I just like Dylan more, so I wanted Dylan to win. But yeah, and then we wasted a challenge on a helicopter. Not that we could have challenged anything else, but I just wanted to interrupt Nick and Anna's night a little bit longer by like throwing some bullshit out there that we could have like a Scepter. It doesn't have a fancy name, or no, but whatever. So yeah,
fair. Dylan,
Swan stuff.
If we were about to go into a tournament and you had the ability to call out who you wanted to play, who would it be?
Thomas Scully. Probably not. I don't know. Anyone.
Sounds good. Well, I'll keep that in mind and take that suggestion totally serious.
Okay, cool.
Congratulations on a match well played, and we will see you next time. As we bring in our winner today, Payson Johnson. Payson, Dylan had a great round 1. You had a top-notch round 1, only missed 2 questions. Stumbled a bit in round 2, but you didn't really get to choose your category. You sort of spun off something and then landed on something. Got stuck with something is the long and short of it. But you made the most of Dylan's steal opportunities, and then you played round 3. Even with a quick misstep in the beginning, you were able to come back and ultimately win the match. How are you feeling about it?
I'm feeling pretty okay. Shout out to Dylan. He's an awesome guy. We were really hoping that this match was going to happen, and I'm really happy we got the chance to play it. And yeah, I'm happy with how I played, and it was fun to see everyone here tonight.
Indeed. Joe, did you learn anything about your player?
I agree. I think Payson did have a fantastic round 1. It all went a bit wrong after that, but Payson came out with the win, and as someone who's dedicated so much time to this game, yeah, that round 2 and 3 made me sad.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
But you hit when you need to in round 3. And you did what you needed to do, and that's Dylan. Great match.
Damn straight. Well, Payson, with this win, you will be moving on to another match prior to year's end. And I'm very excited to tell you that the player you will be playing was on call here today in this very match. Could it be Joe? Could it be Anna? Could it be Dylan again immediately? No, it's Cody Newberry is your opponent. Thoughts?
Look, Cody was in a number 1 contender match this year in teams. I know how scary of a player he is, but yeah, Cody Newberry, I'm going to step on that man like a ripe-ass cherry.
We'll leave it at that. Payson, congratulations on the win. We'll see you next time. And a quick bow. Put a bow on the match, or just tell us how your night went.
No, that was really fun. Can't wait to see that match. That'll be cool, whether I'm hosting or watching on the tube. But yeah, no, everything was good. Kind of just goes to show, like, place and numbers are just a construct because both are really good. So whoever's 5th or 6th, they're still very much evenly matched. And yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Damn right. Well, thank you to Dylan, to Payson, to Cody, to Joe. Thank you to Anna for being here. Thank you to Tim for editing this one. And thank you to all you for checking out this great Fandom Fights match. Be sure to check out the next one. And we'll see you next time on another exciting episode of Fandom Fights.